Weighing this new box up against the last 10 or so, yeah, nah. Arms of Giant isn't exactly a bad box, just very underwhelming. Number 106, Giant Hand, the poster boy and probably the best card in the box. Generic rank 4 Earth Rock Exceed during either player's turn when a monster effect is activated. You can detach 2 materials from Giant Hand to target an opponent's monster and negate its effects. Also prevents it from changing its battle position. My man will quickly become one of the better rank 4s in the game, and one of the best to go into on turn 1 alongside Abyss Dweller and Roach. But Giant Hand actually covers a broader spectrum than those two, making him a valuable option for decks that can go into rank 4s. Even though he looks like a Smash Bros villain reject, doesn't mean he doesn't do 10,000 finger push-ups on the daily, because damn with those phalanges. Starry Knight is a very appealing archetype, but only to my ocular senses that also think Twin Long Rods is a good design. So go ahead and take my opinions with a grain of salt. Starry Knight Rael, a great combo starter for him, and you look at this artwork and tell me it ain't up there with all art Levy. Level 4 Light Fairy, when she's normal summoned, you can add a Starry Knight spell or trap from your deck to your hand. She has another effect, to banish herself from the grave, to target a Starry Knight monster in your grave and special summon it. Both effects are a hard once per turn. Her first effect is really good for searching cards like the super rare Starry Knight Balefire, which searches and facilitates special summons for the archetype, and her second effect is just really good general recursion. And then there's our main man, Starry Knight Starry Dragon, level 7 light dragon with 2500 wedge. And once again, that artwork. If he's normal or special summon from the hand, you can target and destroy one card on the field. He casually cannot be destroyed by dark monsters, by battle or card effect. And then on a soft once per turn, if Starry Dragon attacks a monster, at the start of the damage step, Starry Dragon can banish that opponent's monster until the end phase, and then he can attack again. And thankfully, the archetype does well to summon Starry Dragon from the hand with cards like the rares Starry Knight Astol that can do it by tributing a monster, as well as Flamel who can do it during the battle phase from the field or the hand. And his battle effect is basically a worse Malev Sin, but still provides the same exact lethal capabilities. And if you have 2 copies on the field, it can easily be lethal. With that being said, I don't think this archetype will be too successful. It's a little slow and so much of it revolves around the battle phase, which can be a detriment as you'd get interrupted before you even get there. But hey, that banger artwork does enough for me. How about the track boys getting some support, such as the rank 5 Earth Machine River Stormer? That's a great name, by the way. When he destroys a monster by battle, you can take that shit and attach it to him as a material. Then he has 2 effects, both are a hard once per turn. You can detach an Exceed material to take an Earth Machine monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the grave. Such a good effect, especially for the archetype. And then if it's in the grave, you can tribute a Link Machine monster to special summon it. Then there's the ultra rare Earth Slicer, generic rank 9 Earth Machine, packing 3100 attack, beating over almost everything in the game. Has the same battle effect as River Stormer to attach a monster it destroyed by battle to itself as an Exceed material. Then like Stormer, he has 2 effects that are both a hard once per turn. You can detach any number of Exceed materials from him to destroy that many cards on the field, and then he has the same effect to tribute a Link monster to summon himself from the graveyard. Now of course, this thing is a weapon, like literally if he's taking on the entire planet, trying to slice it like an axe on a tomato. He could use some protection, and there is a rare in the box that can kind of do it for him. And that's in the Link monster Goliath, who can attach himself to a Machine Exceed monster from the grave, and while attached, prevents that Exceed monster from being destroyed by card effects. But more than anything, my man is an OTK machine when he goes uninterrupted. These additions don't affect the functionality of the deck a whole lot outside of Goliath, but it is giving him a lot more firepower. How about Harpy Conductor? Pretty funny if you ask me. Link 2 needs 2 wind monsters. Its name becomes Harpy Lady on the field or in the grave. Has 2 effects and both are hard ones per turn, which seems to be a running theme in this box. If a Harpy monster you control were to be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy a spell or trap card you control instead. And also, if a Harpy monster you control returns to the hand, you can return an opponent's special summon monster to the hand. Of course, giving Harpies a little protection, you could destroy Hysteric Sign with that effect to go plus in the end phase, but you also have fodder like Hunting Ground. And her second effect can be paired with Cyber Slash, though I don't see that being super useful. But I do think this supplies a buff to Harpies and ups their already pretty good turn 1. Rank Up Magic Baryon's Force, a very good card, just not really yet as it lacks a decent amount of targets. Normal spell, you can target a face-up Exceed monster you control, then special summon one number C or CXYZ Exceed monster from your extra deck with the same type but one rank higher than the tribute. Then that monster attaches to the new Exceed monster, and if possible, you can then detach a material from an opponent's Exceed monster and attach it to yours. CXYZ Sky Palace Babylon is coming in this box as a rare, one of the few targets for it. You can go into it by using monsters like the other Sky Palace or Gustav Max. It can attack again if it destroys a monster by battle by detaching, and also inflicts damage to your opponent equal to a quarter of the attack of any monster it destroys by battle. Another OTK unit clocking in at 3,800 big ones. Uninterrupted, it can easily win games. Could really benefit from cards like Forbidden Lance or Eagle Booster. Baryon's Force other target in this box is CXYZ Battleship Cherry Blossom, which can be ranked up with Baryon's Force from rank 3 plants, like the strongest card in Duel Links, Tomato King. And just a quick shout out to the rare Wee Witch Apprentice, a Link 2 requiring dark monsters, boosts dark monsters attack and defense by 500 and lowers light monsters attack and defense by 400. And then on a hard once per turn, if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target and add a dark monster from your graveyard to your hand. Seeing as though dark is the best type in the game, and it's also the most abundant, I do think Wee Witch Apprentice is going to find its way into being one of the better Link monsters in the entire game as of now. I mean, it can effectively replace a tie that binds for decks that run dark monsters and can also put up advantageous board states, to where they have enough materials to go into Apprentice as an icing on the cake. Overall, this box is in that 5 out of 10 range for me. A lot of the cards can only be useful with pre-existing decks, and the new archetypes offered leave a lot to be desired. 106 is awesome, and I hope everyone that decides to go through this box pulls him early, as he is a 1-0. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.